it up because I was like, you know what? I want to get proper context to this conversation. I want to do proper justice to it. Hit my brother up, Trev Brooks, owner of Plug to Plug LLC. We had him on the platform.
Yeah.
Spring of 2018. Now we'll get him back in the building real soon. He is, let me get this out so I know, he is an Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated Spring 14 Initiate Gamma Chapter Virginia Union. So he is an Alpha. I hit him up knowing he was really ingrained into the fraternity. He was like, you answer some questions for me. Say, I'll do you one better. I'll get you a Kappa as well. So shout out to my man. What's his name? I think my man's name is Miles, who also joined the conversation. He is a local businessman in the county in South Jersey. Does some great things, some sneaker stuff. So we're going to get him on the platform as well.
Yes, sir.
Let me get his proper. He's a Kappa Alpha Psi Alpha Gamma Virginia Union Spring 13 Initiate. So we went in on Boosie. I asked him questions. I wanted to know how they really felt because we seen the internet stuff. We seen everything brought on through social media. So I asked him straight up. First off, was Boosie's actions deemed disrespectful? Now, before I go on there, Boosie responded to the Kappas. I want to play his response and then we'll go in.
I got a lot of backlash about it, but I found out, Rockwell, that they stepped the white man on to all my songs. So I'm not going to wear the gear no more, but they got to teach me how to do the shimmy. I'm going to do their dance on stage at the Boosie Bash.
You want to be an honorary Kappa now?
I didn't say that. I was just saying that I'm going to do the dance because they dance off my music. If I can't wear the shirt, at least teach me how to do the dance. I ain't got no beef with no Kappas, man. Everybody, they coming at me, man. I got people, man. I got Kappas 65 years old coming at me, man. They on my tail, bro. I'm just, hey, bro. I don't know about brotherhood like that, what they telling me. I know about the ghetto.
Do you apologize to them?
Yeah, I apologize to them, but I need some apologizes too, because they talking about they shed blood for this, and you know they got people in my DM talking like they built like me, like they talking gangster. I'm like, bro, it ain't that serious, you know, bro. I don't want to do nothing with you, bro. Like, you know, my bad, dog, my bad.
Right, he had on the Kappa sweatshirt. Obviously took some heat for that. That happened a couple of days ago. We had the podcast yesterday. Didn't bring it up because I was like, you know what? I want to get proper context to this conversation. I want to do proper justice to it. Hit my brother up, Trev Brooks, owner of Plug to Plug LLC. We had him on the platform.
Yeah.
Spring of 2018. Now we'll get him back in the building real soon. He is, let me get this out so I know, he is an Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated Spring 14 Initiate Gamma Chapter Virginia Union. So he is an Alpha. I hit him up knowing he was really ingrained into the fraternity. He was like, you answer some questions for me. Say, I'll do you one better. I'll get you a Kappa as well. So shout out to my man. What's his name? I think my man's name is Miles, who also joined the conversation. He is a local businessman in the county in South Jersey. Does some great things, some sneaker stuff. So we're going to get him on the platform as well.
Yes, sir.
Let me get his proper. He's a Kappa Alpha Psi Alpha Gamma Virginia Union Spring 13 Initiate. So we went in on Boosie. I asked him questions. I wanted to know how they really felt because we seen the internet stuff. We seen everything brought on through social media. So I asked him straight up. First off, was Boosie's actions deemed disrespectful? All right, so let me get to the conversation. So I basically asked the brothers, was it deemed disrespectful? Miles, the Alpha, he responded by saying this. Well, Boosie having no idea what the sweater represented, I don't think he really meant any harm. Whoever reached out to him contacted him to say he needs to be safe as the frat is a gang. The issue is certain people try to mix fraternity in with the streets. Boosie went on Google, looked up the fraternity, was then said he wouldn't wear the sweater anymore. I think honestly, it was more trolling and not too many people were serious about the situation. I don't think he made sure he bolded we, as a whole, are as passionate about things as they were years ago. The internet makes a lot of things that could be serious a joke. And then my man, let me see. Okay, so then I asked him about the question, the street.
Right. Can
you tell me about fraternity and street? When did that start happening? Is that something that kind of was something that went throughout their history? Mm-hmm. They kind of, some people correlated to the street, or is that something that happened within the last couple of generations? Our generation, the current generation, etc.
Right.
My man Trav said this: frat and streets do not mix. Personally, I do not think he meant any harm, that he genuinely thought that the sweatshirt was dope, which it was. As Miles said, I think the party internet having the piece of it blew it up with the trolling and some people being sensitive made it bigger than what it is. Boosie is a street nigga. So whoever said what they said made him take it further. He said, I mean, it's not like street people can't go to college or join a fraternity, but the entity itself doesn't hold that value. I honestly think it's been that way. We just think social media puts a lot of light to it. The other brother said, agreed. Street niggas go to college every day. The change, but certain things still entice them. Not sure how true it is. Oh, okay. Now he said he want that off the record, so I'm not gonna put that on the record. All right. So then I went on to say, all right, so it's fair to say, but being both of y'all represent fraternities, that it was social media, the social media hype in a hypersensitive age that we live in was the reason why this got blew up. They both agreed to that. And then I asked him, in their opinion, do they think rocking the shirt was disrespectful? When they first saw it, was it disrespectful to them? My man said, I would say we do. On the internet, at least, arguing, debating with people about our organizations are pointless. If it's in person, then we address it accordingly. And we did show respect, not knowing what it meant. The problem was somebody came on him and threatened him and disrespected him instead of educating him. Somebody went on him and tried to threaten him instead of talking about him. You know what I mean?
From what I heard you read in the beginning, I mean, it seemed to me, I don't know nothing about fraternities at all. I know a couple people that's in them, but if I heard you right, it seemed like it was kind of like almost like a threat at Boosie. Like if he wore that, like he shouldn't have wore it because somebody's gonna put hands on him. If I'm not mistaken, that's what I got the interpretation from. You know what I mean? Like if you're not a part of that and you wearing it, like we gonna fuck you up. But nah, we ain't a part of the streets though. That's the interpretation I got. Am I wrong?
They take it very serious. And
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with taking it that serious, but I didn't know it was that deep.
They take it very serious. Yeah. And this my man Miles said this. It's definitely brothers out there that if they seen Bootsy on with it, they would have pressed him. So it's
a gang. Off the record. Well, we on the record, but
I mean, I'm not gonna put that on them. I don't want to recall after them like that. But them brothers, they organizations and they stick together. You know what I mean? My man said this. I think this was very poignant. Then we can go in on our dialogue. He said, here's how I'll explain it. We work hard for them letters before and after. However, people want to take that. Whether you're military, police officer, a gang member. You don't just want anybody rocking your shit that you earned. Social media blew it up a lot more than it should be. So I think he answered that very well.
It's almost like on some Freemason type. I give people a story.
Why you trying to put the Illuminati on this shit?
I'm saying it's on some not free, fraternity type is what I'm saying. Right. And they work hard for that. They put themselves in that situation. I'll take you back to a story. And again, I don't know nothing about it like that, but I back in the day, a few years back, it was kind of real popular to wear the Egyptian stuff, like the triangles and all that. I was wearing it. I was working at this job, and this white dude, I guess he was a Freemason. He was like, no, you can get killed for wearing that shirt. And I ain't know if he was joking or not, you know what I'm saying? But he ain't a smile. So that's almost kind of, I'm correlating those two situations because you were reading pretty much, they said that like somebody came at him on the wrong energy, pretty much probably threatening them like, yo, if somebody sees you, they might beat the shit out of you for putting that on and not being that. You know what I mean? That's what I get from it. Now I'll talk to my man, Darren. He's in a fraternity. I mean, I don't know the exact one. I know it's a black school, so maybe probably the same one.
One of the two.
Yeah, so it's just like no disrespect though to him. I mean, if that's your thing, that's your thing. I just didn't know that it went that deep. But salute to him if that's how deep it goes, and you had to work for those letters and you take it serious like that. I had no problem with that.
It goes very deep, and that's why I didn't want to talk about it without getting some proper context from brothers that are in it.
Right.
Just saying, oh, it was disrespectful. Oh, no, it wasn't that disrespectful. It was just a sweatshirt. Now, what does it mean to the brothers that had to earn them leathers and sit back and really do it? Now, even in, all right, let's correlate it with the gang. Bloods, Crips, whatever, they had to earn that.
Yeah, it's
true. It was something they had to do to go through that. Even like he said, police, whatever the case, there was a trial and error that you had to go through to earn that. So I can understand how if you see somebody with it on and you ain't put in the work, nah, dog, you can't wear that. I can honestly say if we went through something and we had colors or we had something that we had and we honored, and I see somebody just running around with it, running around slick, oh no, I'm gonna have some issue with that, and I'm damn sure gonna press you. It's honor that goes with that. Now, like you said, I don't know how deep it goes. I can't wait to have these brothers on the platform so we can get deep into the history of fraternities, because I also asked them that. We didn't get into that.
What about Boosie's initial response? I know he kind of, at first he was arrogant, like I can wear what I want. And then I guess I don't think he got scared. I don't think he was ever scared of nothing like that. We know he's a street dude, but like you said in the beginning, he realized that it was something sacred to these people. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to be a humble dude, a real dude, and just admit my mistake. And you're like, all right, you know what? As a matter of fact, you'll show me the dance.
Boosie is
you got to salute that.
Boosie's a real nigga.
Yeah, yeah.
And I guess he's seen the genuine authenticity behind the people that was saying the real stuff, not the people trolling, not the people just running their mouth, but how serious it was once you went to maybe some of the elders in some of these chapters. Nah, this is taking a little deeper. All right, I can correlate that to how I live and the honor code that I live by. So I'm gonna do the honorable thing. And then, like my man said, the Miles the Kappa, he was saying that they stroll to his song. So I guess they do their dance to wipe me down. Oh, right. So he learned that. So he wanted to throw out some homage and like, you know what? I'm gonna learn y'all dance. It's all love. I think that was some real shit, man. I appreciate Boosie for that, because you've seen him on many occasions be unapologetic about a lot. And something in me when I first saw this was hoping he didn't go there, but he properly, you know what I mean, got educated on it.
They started hitting him up, all the fraternity people, because it's mad of him, and they started ripping him. And it's one thing, like, people can say all you want about, you know, read this and that. If you got these social media accounts, you getting these messages,
if you're like going live every day, you reading this shit.
Yeah, and then it's like you Boosie, so you got way more messages than the average person. Unless you turn it off, you're gonna see that stuff, and it's gonna mess with you, your person. So salute though, man. I think with all this, we got to learn, a little bit more about the fraternities and whatnot, and we got to see, you know what I mean, a situation be resolved in front of us. That's dope.
I can't wait to have the brothers with their colors on sitting next to us and having conversations about it. It's gonna be real dope.
I ain't never wearing one of those. I know now.
Nah, my ass whipped. Nah, exactly. Why they got them in? My main question would be, why they got them? And people in the comment section answer this. Why are they in stores for sale?
Well, where did he get it at? Oh, I mean, I get it, because
I think he grabbed it from a store, but I could be wrong.
No, but I get it. I mean, it's almost like you can see a Freemason shirt or something laying around at some certain stores. It's like maybe if you want to get one, maybe a Kappa somewhere is running around in the store and you see anyone about, that's my fraternity. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. I mean, it did look kind of hot though.
It was it was sure thing. It was dope.
Yeah.
Shit, I would. I don't want to say I would wear it because I knew what it was. I knew a little bit more, I guess, than Boosie did to know. Nah.
You think you would have joined one if you went to college?
No. You know what? Let me not. You
gotta get educated first on it.
Yeah. I don't want to throw that out right away, because I'm thinking as a 36-year-old, not an 18-year-old, impressionable young man going in there and seeing the leadership behind it, things like that. I just know some of the things they had to do in order to go into it. And I don't know if behind the scenes as a brother, I'm not everyone that got it earned it. I just don't know if the rite of passage would have been the passage for me.
Yeah, I mean, I heard a lot of different crazy things. Like, I don't know how true it is, but what I heard, I would never take part in.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, maybe again, when we get the guys in here, we can ask them and maybe get into it if they want off camera, but we go from there.
I knew a couple people that, and I won't mention their name, as they were going through that experience at a college that we'll talk about behind the scenes, they realized it wasn't for them, and they dipped off without any notice, and that wasn't good for them. I mean, you talk about how people think that they was looking for that brother. Like he dipped a couple hours away and was still looking through certain window sills and shit, thinking that somebody was coming. Like he thought it was that deep. They go hard for them letters,
man.
And you ain't just running off and without any explanation. Motherfucker decent. Now I'm out. I'm not with it. He's dead.
Wow.
So
man,
you better be invested in it. If you want to do it, be ready.
Yeah,
because you ain't just running off.
Just like if gangs and stuff. I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it is what it is.
It is what it is.